started last session with Soot and Finn being questioned by Sir Isaac, the chief of the guards, in the guardhouse, where basically Soot and Finn were kind of being dodgy about essentially what happened, trying to prove that we weren't involved, but also that we were helping at the same time, if that makes any sense. Then Castor came along with his glowing wings, was also questioned. It came about that Sir Isaac needs Jason's body to do essentially arcane investigations on it. Everyone was very dodgy about that. We left and went back to the cart with Castor and Finn, I believe, seeing a note left for Martha from a very menacing group. We then saw that Jason was miraculously revived and basically began our legal strategy without a lawyer present. During that legal meetup, an ooze slime monster that brought darkness attacked the group. It was a very harrowing fight with Finn going down and then Soot going down. We'll say through the process of trying to rescue Finn. We'll be kind to everyone involved. And then after that, after everyone was healed up, Soot and Martha ran off to get absolutely blasted, and everyone else stayed to kind of hang out and be sad and not drunk. And then they saw a dragon toe, and due to bad decision making, Finn lost his knife.
All right. Hi, everybody. You guys know me. I'm Corey. I'm the Diggity Dungeon Master. I'm here with the one and only group. Say hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Let's go ahead and do introductions, and then we'll do a recap. Let's go ahead and start with Izzeay.
Howdy, I'm Izzeay. I'll be playing Martha Blackbrick, your dwarven cleric for the evening.
Rodeo.
Hello, my name is Rodeo, and this week I am playing Castor, the emotional support Azamar.
Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm playing Zereth, the human monk, who's currently learning a harsh lesson in object permanence.
Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm playing Callisto, the tiefling cleric. I mean druid.
And last but not least, Dust.
Hello, I am Dust, and I'll be playing Finn. I like to pick up dangerous items of unknown origins and attack my party with said dangerous items.
Soot.
Soot, that's me. I'm Soot, the human fighter, if we're doing intros.
At this point, I'd say it's pretty late. We'll say about 1 a.m., 14th of Botorum. It's the last day of the month. So, you guys can start to see the sun, well, at least the light, peeking just over the hill a bit. It's very, very early morning. But you guys are going to start to see that amber glow in the clouds off in the distance, so you guys note that the sun is about to rise soon. You guys are standing around this decayed, wriggling finger as the bone kind of scrapes against the ground, trying to worm its way closer to the door, its claws scraping the stone, almost as if metal is scraping something like sharpening blade.
Immediately seeing that, Finn is going to leap on it and shout out, "Everybody if you have ropes, tie it down." And he's going to leap on the toe.
Okay. Roll me a 1d4, please.
So we've been up all night now?
Yes.
Damn it.
Alright. 1d4.
Oh, that is
Four.
4 acid damage.
He's gonna cling on to it.
You'll see him start to sizzle as the viscous kind of discretions from this finger is going to leak onto him, kind of burning through the fabric, anything it comes in contact.
Ropes
Yep.
aren't going to hold that thing.
I ain't letting it go. This may be our only chance to prove our innocence.
Roll me a 1d4 again, please.
I'm about to go ahead and just take damage.
That's
One.
1 more damage.
Somebody get like guards or something. Let's.
Zereth is running to guardhouse.
Yeah, you're probably the fastest. It's a good idea. Go, Zereth, go.
Roll me another 1d4. 2 more damage.
So this thing looks like it's decaying, right?
Yes.
And it's obviously trying to head in a certain path, right?
Yes.
Um,
Am I slowing it down any?
Yes.
um,
But you're also
Question.
dealing damage to it as well.
I wouldn't know that.
question.
Yes.
I'm going to use my Eyes of the Grave, or what? Yeah, Eyes of the Grave.
Okay.
Is this thing undead?
It is.
All right, so
Can
I'm going to... Oh, you go ahead.
Okay. Can I smack it with my staff?
You sure may.
I'm gonna do that.
Go ahead. That's a natural 21.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and deal
Yay.
your damage. You shatter the first 2 bones in this entire finger as it splats like a kind of like a watermelon. No semblance of a fingertip anymore.
I will let the others handle it from here.
I'm going to walk... I'm going to, like kind of... Let me start over. I'm going to try to calculate the path that it's taking, and then I'm going to walk in front of that, and then I'm going to channel divinity, turn undead.
Okay.
The undead creature that can see or hear me within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it turns for 1 minute until it takes any damage. It must spend its turns trying to move as far away from me as it can. And it can't move to a space within 30 feet of me closer.
You want to hear some bad news?
But can't hear or see me?
Can't hear or see you. It's a finger.
Yeah. Well, I figured I'd try it.
It's worth a try.
Yeah.
As we go through even our players and our characters, you got to try things before you know if they work or not. So it's just like a learning experience for a person leveling up. You got to try, or you never know what the extent is. So
Well, apparently smacking it works. Sorry, continue.
yeah, it's going to keep trying to wriggle. I will say that it's kind of breaking down. It's leaving just mush behind. Kind of shredding apart with every touch that you guys give to it, because it's really not put together by much. Zereth, you had ran off to the hut, right? Or not the hut, the police guard. Brain fart.
The police cops.
Police cops. The
Guard cops.
guard cops. So you're running off to the guard post. You'll probably knock on the left entrance, as that's normally where they keep most of the bookings. There's usually a small window there, but that thing is closed currently. So you'll hear a little bit of shuffling inside, and then you'll be met by a gentleman that you guys ran into earlier. Wears a red cap, some stylish outfits. How you doing?
not that hot. Your guard presence is required immediately towards the western gate. There is a
Why?
necrotic remnants of the dragon that attacked the castle. It's decaying rapidly.
All right. Well, let's go take a look at it. I'll just be a moment. Let me grab my jacket. And you'll see him turn around, kind of grab his shit, kind of close a book that's on his desk, kind of flipping a few pages to the right of it, and then closing the door behind him. All right, let's go.
Do you have any arcanists that you want to bring along, or?
Oh, sweetie, I am the arcanist.
Good. And I'll show him the way back.
All right.
I think he just called you cute.
Called him sweetie. So you guys will head on the way back. Back with the other group, it's going to be a little while longer. This thing is still going to continue trying to worm its way out. So we're going to need one thing. 2 more rolls on that acid table if you're still holding on to it.
I am still holding on to it.
That's 1 damage and 4 damage. That's an extra 5 damage in acid.
I am knocked unconscious.
That's a cure wounds moment, I think.
Not quite.
Let me suffer.
Let him learn his lesson.
I will bonus action from range because I'm a grave cleric. Spare the dying on him.
Okay.
Yeah, because I am in acid, because I probably would decay.
You probably
That's
fell
good,
off, so you're
because
probably
you need to
fine.
preserve the evidence.
Yes. Well,
Well,
there's not much of this finger left.
That won't work. That might
What,
work.
he's got a jar or
use,
something?
use the secret tech. Rodeo, use the secret tech.
I don't know what the secret tech is.
Can you? I guess you probably don't have it prepared. I was going to say gentle repose.
I actually do have gentle repose prepared.
Oh, that's right. It's a freaking whatever it is.
It's a
Yes.
grave cleric passive spell.
Yes, it's your specials. It's your special spell.
Well, there's a problem with that. It's not a corpse and it's already undead, so that doesn't work on that.
See if there's a jar in the cart or something.
You're a jar in the cart.
It's 6 feet long. I don't think we have a 6-foot jar. So I'm gonna in front of it with my hand and cast light on it.
Okay.
It's got to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid it.
Okay. What's the
DC 13.
16?
Holy shit, the thing's dexterous. I guess.
Sit on it.
No.
Do it.
The ghost of Finn.
No, not with my help.
He's like talking and talk.
I guess I'll use the rest of my move action to. Oh wait, no, I don't have any. Well, damn!
Rabbit.
Stop.
Just
I am perfectly willing to smack it again if you want.
I'll toss a blanket over it. Try to
Okay.
slow it down.
A
I have a
blanket on
blanket.
top.
I was gonna get a rope out and do something with that, but I don't have rope.
All right. So about a couple minutes later, you hear footsteps off in the distance, kind of clacking against the cobblestone. Zereth and the captain of the guard will return to the group. So what's going on here?
Real quick point of importance. Did I hear correctly that this man is wearing red?
Yes.
Cool. Duly noted.
Okay.
It's a backstory thing, don't worry.
okay.
Feel like I've given too much info already.
Yeah, I'm also confused. I was like, is it not
Just
supposed to
trust
be
me, it's
red?
big, guys. Don't worry about it.
Here, the red.
He
Castor's just
also
kind of
has 6 fingers.
Castor's kind of just walking along, following it.
Well, once you throw the blanket on it, it kind of stops moving.
All right. Well, I'll cast light on the blanket then.
Okay.
Just so it's... Because the blanket... Yeah. Alright, got it.
So, what's under the shiny tapestry?
Castor will remove said shiny tapestry. Like...
You'll reveal nothing.
So, here's my question. When the blanket stopped moving, did it look like there was something over it still?
Yeah. It kind of kept a form in a bit. Like, it looked sunken a little bit, but it still had somewhat of a form to, like, make you think, like, it stopped moving and it was still there. Kind of like, you ever have, like, your foot in a blanket and then, like, move your ankle and then move your foot away from where it was sitting? It still kind of looks like there's a foot there in that blanket. Kind of like that.
I guess Castor will flip the blanket upside down, see if there's any, like, thing remaining, like ooze or disgustingness on it.
Give me a quick perception.
Hey, I'm decent at that.
10.
That's not great.
To be a small wisp of, like, a black smoke, but it's not like a black smoke like cigarette smoke or something burning. It's kind of like a magical smoke.
Castor will
Like some
point
kind
at it
of...
quickly. He'll point at it.
It'll float off into the air. You guys are making smoke signals out here?
No. That was a finger that was walking around on the ground, left my friend over there unconscious, and he points at Finn's unconscious body on the ground. And Finn would probably have some telltale signs of being acided up.
Yeah.
So he'll point at Finn. You can check him. He seems to have been burned quite badly from this thing.
Well, how rough you guys been to him?
I have no way of doing anything that would do that to him.
Well,
I don't think anyone else here does.
anybody here own acid?
Oh, let me check my inventory, actually. Nope.
Okay. He's going to pull a bandage. He's going to wrap it around Finn's head. And then you'll see it kind of glow with like a greenish thing. This is a magical item, basically. Finn, you're going to regain 1d4 plus 2 HP.
Right.
And then he's going to kind of slap at your cheek there. Aye.
5 hit points. Huh?
What happened?
Where's the figure? Why am I why am I burned?
He seems a little bit delusional.
He's always like that.
Oh, right. So, there's no toe.
Zereth will point at the scrape markings on the stone.
There won't be any. Well, the scraping maybe from the... I get you. I'm sorry. So there'll be some like light markings, and you'll kind of look at it, and well, that could be anything from a hitch from a cart to somebody dragging a weapon behind them to anything.
Castor is going to use his last spell slot of the day. Cast Detect Magic to see if he can see anything.
Off in the distance, in the dark, you'll see a purple aura. And it'll continue off into the darkness of the long flowing fields around the Fertosan.
And what does purple mean?
Necrotic. It
Castor
moved like a mist.
Castor will ask Sir Isaac if he knows how to do Detect Magic.
No.
Well, then I'm watching the path of this necrotic magic going off into the fields. If you want to follow me, I can take you, but I only have 10 minutes of this.
I can't be taken from my post. And you guys are supposed to stay here in town if we have any questions. I'm going to head back to my post. And when something real happens, you guys go ahead and let me know.
Something real did happen.
And with no proof, I can't help you.
Sir, can you please just take my word on this? I will roll a perception or a persuasion roll for this if you would like.
You can go ahead.
17?
17. Yeah. This place is governed by laws. I want to help you. I do. But by helping you, I hurt myself. I had to lose my job. You guys don't seem the people. Try to be doing some nasty shit. But I still have to do my job.
Isn't your job entail keeping the town safe?
And right now, I'm running off of clues. Clues left on the site, clues left by you, your eyewitness reports, people on the streets' eyewitness reports. We got a lot of paperwork.
This is...
And the truth is, there's no proof here that there was a toe of any kind of undead thing.
Real quick,
Well,
can I roll an insight check? Sorry. Can I roll an insight check on him to see if he actually thinks we're lying or if he knows something happened?
Sure.
Cool.
Lying about what exactly?
I guess the best way to put it is...
Qualifications.
What?
His qualification.
I mean, yes, that, but we're not going to get into that right now. I get the feeling that he's hiding something from us. Like, he knows we're not lying, just by tone of voice, but I don't know that for sure, so I'm trying to roll an insight check. Does that make sense?
You can try.
Okay.
With an 18, you get the sense he's on the trail of something which could potentially, like, there's still that bit of doubt. So maybe he's on to something that could lead to you guys not being guilty. But he seems a little aggravated that he's getting pulled away from it.
Well, sir, I know you said we had to stay in town, but it is my sworn duty to track down and destroy anything that sullies the balance of life and death, and that undead finger that I saw that turned into that mist that went off into the fields is something I have to take care of.
You leave, I'll have to put a bounty on your head. If I were to know about it. But if you happen to show up before sunrise the next day, when we might have questions for you, then I guess maybe you haven't left.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your warning is duly noted.
Good. If you do get more evidence, let me know.
Of course.
See to your acid friend don't take more acid. He'll walk off.
After he walks off, Castor's going to immediately start walking out and following the aura.
Wait. Finn gets up. You can't do this by yourself.
I have to go now because I don't have much left in me.
I still have a lot of my magical abilities, so I'll come with you.
I'm coming too.
Castor, how do you know that it's still going to be there when you get wherever it's going?
I don't, but something's better than nothing.
Unless it's nothing. Then you've wasted a lot of time and potentially endangered all of us.
As much as that may be true, it's my honor-bound duty to do this.
You're not equipped. You've just said it yourself.
I'm
You've
equipped enough.
But one heal left in you?
Yes.
And Finn's going.
And I don't have time to sit here and debate the pros and cons of me going, because as we sit here and talk, my spell ticks down further and further.
Also, I'm here, and I have healing magic too.
So do I.
I apologize, Callisto. I forgot. I assumed that when you said your wild shape magic was spent, that your other magic was spent with it. I'm not familiar with how druids operate on the arcane level.
You're fine. Ironically, because I spent so much time in wild shape today, I have most of my reserves left.
Castor's he's already walking off.
Zereth will look somewhat intrigued, but he's going to turn in the direction of the tavern, rather disappointed.
Sir, as I'm starting to follow Castor, go get Soot and Martha. We may need their help, or if you think it'd be better for them to stay at the cart, that's fine, but
Right.
we shouldn't be as split up as we are right now.
I agree, Finn. Let's say 10 minutes there and 10 minutes back.
Mm-hmm.
I expect you all in 25.
Here's hoping, my friend. And he will walk as he is burning away.
All right. So let's cover this real quick. So you guys are waiting for everyone else.
No.
Who is walking with Castor? Who's leaving right now? 3 of you. Okay.
I don't like that face, Corey.
I think it's great. I think we're on for the trip of our lifetime.
Martha's too drunk to help y'all. I hope you know that.
For those who left, it's very cold tonight. You can see wisps of kind of like smoke leave your breath as that condensation really hits the cold air. You'll feel as if there's something quickly around you when you step out of town. Just kind of out of your reach. Somewhere in the darkness. Just lingering.
This hurts so much on my ass it burns.
Is my detect magic still up?
I'd say yeah, but you've lost sight of it.
I'll look around as best as I can, and I will spend one more Eyes of the Grave and look around and see if I can see any undead.
Off in some of the trees, standing approximately, I'd say, 10'5". It's a very gaunt-like figure in robes. Blue eyes pierced from the robes themselves, looking directly at you. Its long arms outstretched to its side with very pointed, sharp fingertips.
I need to pull up what this does exactly, because I need to see if this helps me at all. And while I'm doing this, let me ask you the location of any. I know the location of any undead within 60 feet of me that isn't behind total cover and isn't protected from divination magic. It does not tell me about this creature's capabilities or identity.
Nope.
I was just reading what the spell does. Because I think some give you some sort of insight. So what I'm going to do is, while looking at this thing that's looking back at me, I'm going to try to recall my days of study at Tansem, especially because studying the undead would have been one of my fortes for my religion, and see if I could maybe glean some sort of insight into what this is. May I roll a religion roll for that?
You may. With the 12, you have no clue what this thing is.
Do we all see it, or just him?
I think he's the one who's going to be the only one who can actually point it out after his capabilities, like his spell use. You might be able to see like 2 faint glowing like blue pupils, maybe off in the darkness, but not perfectly. It's kind of hazy. Kind of like get that squint and tilt the head a little bit just to get it in the sun, like the moonlight properly.
So what Castor will do then is, I'm sure I can find like a pebble on the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got dancing lights. I can set up 4 globes to see better.
Just give me, because I haven't even pointed this thing out yet.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a pebble. I'm going to cast light on it. I'm going to toss the pebble towards it.
All right.
Not at it, towards it. So it like lands so that they can see it.
Oh, I know.
No. Have I mentioned I only have 5 hit points?
Yeah, y'all went this way voluntarily.
I was gonna let
All right.
him go by himself.
So something a little fun for you guys. I got you new tokens. Put all your tokens on your sheet.
Yay!
So you guys should be able to move those, potentially. Can everybody move their token?
Yep.
All right. You'll toss over at it. In a blink. Yeah, because it can do that. It's going to be about 10 feet away from you guys. It is towering. It is long. It is dark. And it is angry. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Castor, if any time as it is now, it would be time to hand me the knife.
Nope.
So it got an 11. All right. So we're going to pause from here just before we start. We're going to head back to town. Zereth, you're going to enter the bar looking for your friends.
I'm going to see Martha propped up on a high stool, and Soot on a slightly lower stool, and they're going to be the same height. And I'm going to, I guess the proper term would be mope up to them. And I'm going to hold a seat beside Soot.
Oh, so nice to see us here. It's honestly thought I was going to have to polish off this bottle myself. So good to have reinforcements. And Soot will plop it right in front of Zare.
He's gonna drink right from the bottle. Take 2 full swigs, one right after the other.
Give me a quick constitution.
Ah, okay.
14.
By the way, Corey, I noticed Fluffle Bubble. What is that?
That's a little character sheet, so you can do that for your owlbear.
Oh no, I have to do it myself? Oh no, I'm lazy. I'll get to work.
No, it's okay. You can save it for whenever, and we can look on the thing. You don't have to do it right now.
Probably a good idea.
Constitution of 14. I mean, you really haven't had much to drink, so you get that little tingly feeling in your stomach as you know you're going to feel the alcohol soon. But not drunk.
Thank you, Soot. How are you doing, Martha?
Not good. Better now, but not good.
Then, a toast.
a toast, and she holds up a nearly empty whiskey bottle.
Well, it looks like you've gone to town.
Oh, town and back. Maybe a rest stop in the middle.
And Zereth's gonna squint. Is that? And he's gonna say in Dwarven, a very popular Dwarven name that Martha will probably recognize in terms of a brand of whiskey.
Yes! I think. She sort of squints at it. I can't read. I don't know why I'm looking at it.
How much did you pay for it?
Well, 2 gold.
Then probably not. But now I know what my spending limit is.
Is very nice. How's everyone in camp doing?
No longer. Chasing shadows. I tried to convince them, but I'm obviously not that good of a leader yet.
Oh dear. Did any of us get any sleep?
I don't
So
think
they're
that's
running
important
after
today.
a tow out of town, which I'm pretty sure we aren't supposed to be doing.
Well, they are chasing the tow exactly, but that doesn't matter. Just
And
so often in conversation we want to be heard, but don't listen. And he's gonna
Yes.
take another swig.
Martha just won't finish her whiskey.
to be honest, I think if I leave town, I'm not coming back. I'm not gonna. Something is happening, whether it be Sir Isaac, whether it be this thing that we just met, whatever it is, or it could just be the universe hates us. But something is happening, and I'm not a fan. So, the question is, do we stay here and hope that the group comes back okay? Or do we go out there to meet them? And I'll say, like I said, if I leave town, I'm not coming back. It's fine. I'm fine. I'll pay the fee or whatever. I'll pay my own bounty or whatever.
I think you might not be able to pay for the bounty, hun. If we are accused of doing something bad. I don't know. I'm drunk. I came here to relax and oh dear. Just give me a second, hun.
The captain of the guard did imply that if we came back before sunrise, no one would be the wiser, and he did seem to be on our side.
But and I don't
Wait,
like him.
wait,
Could
where-
he not have said that so that we leave town, so that he could find us leaving town, so he can accuse us of trying to leave town, so that he can arrest us?
Another possibility. Also, wait. Who's watching Jason?
Probably himself. I assume he's.
Martha's eyes widen, and you know that look mothers get, just this pure, unadulterated, sudden rage.
You know he won't be there, right? Like if we run back to the cart, he won't be there.
I'm gonna just roll intimidation. She's too drunk. But she looks angry.
I'll give advantage on that because you're drunk.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That one!
Zereth's gonna look her like deadpan in the face and just like finish the bottle. Well,
Martha's
if you want
going
go
to
back and
put
check, we can
herself
go
out of
back.
the chair, by falling out of the chair and just getting back up.
Care for a ride, Martha.
I gotta go check on him. I'm not
No, I
having
know.
another one vanish on me.
Soot is going to try to just like pick up Martha, I guess, and then like Soot's strong. I don't know how much Martha weighs, but Soot's strong.
We can, we
Here,
can
on my
have her
bottom,
hand in hand between the two of us, like a toddler.
they
Or
have her
that.
weight listed as chonky. I don't know what the approximate weight that is.
About 275.
I was
Fair
Googling, I was like, what's dwarf weight and like 5e? Oh, that's
Okay.
not too bad.
So you guys are heading back to the cart.
Yeah, back to the west gate. Yep.
Is the cart at the west gate or is the cart away from the gate?
I mean, it's near the gate. It's
Okay,
close
so
enough.
just a slight detour before we leave. Okay.
So we're going to pause from you guys. Because you guys, I don't think, are rushing. You're not racing back. You're taking your time. Back in the forest outside of town. Let's go ahead and start this at descending, and then we can start on our round. So it's going to start Finn, Callisto, this creature, and Castor. Finn, what would you like to do?
Are we not supposed to be able to see its token on the board, or?
Oh, it's there.
It's hard to see. It's diagonally to the left of you.
Oh,
Alright,
I had the turn order in front of it. That's why I didn't see it. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna start this off by casting Dissonant Whispers on it. At level 1.
Okay.
There we go.
Not bad. It's a natural 1, so that'll take 12 psychic damage.
Alright.
And then the
So,
other part of it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to read. And since it failed, it must immediately use its reaction. If available, move far away as its speed away from me.
Okay.
So, and as a bonus, I am going to give my last bardic inspiration to Castor, because I feel like this would be his area of expertise. So I'm going to play the strings in a very, I'd just say a tired motion, like just a tired song, like da 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 da, and say, "You dragged us out here, now you take it out."
Callisto.
Well, given I'm out of wild shapes, I don't have much else I can do. So I'm gonna smack it.
Alright, so you'll
That
move
did
up
not
to the
go
creature 30 feet. Oop.
Yep.
That puts you within 5 feet of it. Yeah.
And I got a 9.
Okay, a 9 will miss. Creature's turn. Yeah, it's not happy with you. Any of you, really. And as long as it doesn't have to get closer to Finn. It's kind of happy right now, so it's a little happy with you. 9 to hit. Will miss. Oh, wait. Multi-attack. Sorry, 1 second. 12 to hit.
Sorry, I lost my character sheet for a moment. That misses.
Alright. 2 whiffs. That'll end it. Well, no, it can move about 40 feet. So let's see. Go ahead and take an attack of opportunity as this thing starts to kind of whiff away.
Okay.
It's heading into the forest.
Yeah,
4
that
will
definitely.
miss.
Yeah, 4 definitely misses. That is all
Castor,
I can
your
do with
turn.
my turn. Sorry.
All right. Castor will look to this creature, and then he will go over in his head what he could do to this thing, and he's gonna try his first option, which will be a sacred flame.
Okay.
So he'll point his finger at it, and some flames will come down from the sky, and this thing has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw, and it fails, so it takes 2 radiant damage.
All right.
And the bonus action, I don't have anything I can do right now, so that'll end my turn.
All right. Finn, your turn.
All right, he's going to move. Let's see. Here. And he's going to attempt to. Guys, he's going to try to do Tasha's hideous laughter on it. Try to keep it from moving. Make a DC a wisdom saving throw.
It does not affect it.
Does it?
No.
So this thing ain't smart. That's all I can do.
Callisto.
She is going to just keep herself between the shadow and Finn, just trying to get all the damage on her because she knows that she's the one with the most hit points at the moment, or the one in the best health, I suppose. And she's just gonna go shit and try to smack it again.
Okay.
$12.
12 will miss.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and move you over here.
Thank you. I can't see the shadow on the map for some reason.
It's okay.
If you hover over the thing and the turn order, it'll highlight it for you as well.
Good to know, thank you.
So that is a 25 to hit and a 10 to hit.
The 25 definitely hits.
Okay. Now we're getting into something. You are getting hit with these claws. And as they rake across you, you feel like an essence is being pulled away from you. As you feel the life literally be sucked from your vessel. Now, what this means is you will be taking 4d4. No, 4d6, sorry. Necrotic damage. 15 necrotic damage. And can I get you to roll a Constitution saving throw?
Absolutely. Oh no.
So,
Alex, you gotta relog. Your rolls are terrible.
They were great in the
see.
beginning.
HP maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage. So your HP is now, your maximum is now reduced by 15 points.
I am at a total of 9 hit points, folks.
This will continue until you finish a long rest.
Gonna repost that for posterity for y'all.
And that will end its turn. Castor, your turn.
Castor will Castor will point his finger at the creature again and shoot out another sacred flame at it, seeing as the first one struck. And as he's doing that, he'll tell Callisto to get away from it.
Can I attempt to jump out of the way?
No. I said get away from the creature. You don't have to jump out of the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is targeted.
It's a 19 to save.
Yeah, that saves. So what Castor will do is he'll move up to Callisto. Actually, he'll do the diagonal move to put himself at the creature's mercy as well. And he'll start speaking. He'll start saying some things in Celestial at it, trying to taunt it towards him.
Okay.
Say it's a worthless undead fiend, and its time is coming. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Finn, your turn.
Then we'll get right here. Cast Dissonant Whispers again.
Okay. Okay. What was the save?
13.
No, I meant wisdom, dexterity.
Oh, wisdom's my bad.
Okay. That's a 15 to save.
Let me look at the spell. I'm going to put it in there. I don't know if he takes half.
He does take half,
Okay.
but he doesn't have to run.
Yeah, he doesn't have to run, but after I cast the spell, I start yelling at him. It's like, come on, I'm the one who's doing the most damage. Come at me if you think you can. You scared of me, huh? And end my turn.
Callisto. Callisto, your turn.
Okay. So having taken that damage, she ignores Castor, I think. And she is going to smack it again, but this time we are adding Shillelagh onto it because I forgot to do that earlier.
13 will miss.
Okay. And then can I attempt to get out of the way, just like to get out of melee?
Yeah, sure. You can use the disengage action.
I already used an action, so just movement, just get away. I know.
You can take a 5-foot. Can they still? Well, can they take a 5-foot step for their full movement?
It's up to you. That's a
Yeah.
DM. That's a DM thing.
But it's also, wouldn't it be leaving his threat range?
Yeah.
In older editions, and it's a custom rule, DMs can say that you can use all your movement for a 5-foot step to disengage, but that's up to DM.
I'm gonna say no. But that's okay.
And I'm stuck.
Okay.
As
So
are
the
we
creature's
all.
not really paying attention to you. Castor is speaking some weird tongue, so it's not really all too drawn by you, but the loudmouth one, it's going to move 5 feet over. Oh, that's right. Have you lost more than half your health?
Yes, I'm at 5.
So it gets advantage. on you.
No!
They both hit.
So, I don't need to roll 4. I only need to take the first 2. So a 22 plus 3, that's a 25 to hit, and a 19 plus 3, that's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Wait, just add 3.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay.
That's 11 necrotic and 13 necrotic, and then I need 2 Constitution saving throws.
That takes, let's see, 11, 6, 17. I'm minus 17.
Okay.
So let me put that in 2 Constitution saving throws.
Yes, please. That's a 4. That's an 18. Okay, so you're going to subtract 11 from your max HP.
All right.
That's your new permanent maximum. What does that put you at?
That puts me at 11, like max HP.
Which means you can only go 11 negative. How much negative points do you have?
17.
We have a casualty. Finn is now dead. You're going to see him turn into a husk and fall to the ground.
Oh, that's... Oh, no.
Castor, your turn.
Castor is going to turn to Callisto and tell her to get back to town. And what can I do? I have a question for you, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Since my radiant soul, where I sprouted wings and stuff, happened before or without my choosing, is there any way I can activate it now?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, because I think we said it didn't count against your number.
Okay. So I will activate my radiant soul, and you'll see the wings pop out from his back, and his eyes will begin to glow. And he's going... What he can do right now, because that's an action, he is going to... I guess, will you let me try to intimidate this thing with my angelic appearance?
You can try.
All right. I will give it an attempt. And I'm going to burn my inspiration on this one.
Okay. That'll give you advantage.
Is that 2 dice, or is it with
+3?
Or is it just the +3?
Just a +3. I have to mute chat. A 22.
25. With the inspiration that I added to it.
If you let it, it will start to run.
Okay. I will let it.
It'll slowly drift off into the darkness, becoming one with it again.
I guess I'm going to pick up Finn's body, see if there's anything I can do. All I have left is this. So I'll try to give him 3 hit points.
With your healing, you know that there are certain times that magic just doesn't work. You cannot heal the dead.
Castor is going to shake his head and then look to Callisto and just nod her back to town. And he's going to get the body up in his arms.
She just looks at him, wide-eyed, not even able to cry, and then runs for her life. Back to town.
Castor will fly back.
And can I say one thing?
Sure.
He died with a smile on his face.
It's about the time you guys get back to the cart to check on Jason. to be met with a small party. Someone flying back with a corpse in his hand.
Can we see that it is Finn?
With difficulty, it's kind of like a two-take situation.
Yeah.
He looks withered, like anemic, like he hasn't eaten in years, like skin on bones, kind of withered.
Actually, I know you said it's a double take to see that it's Finn. Can we see that this person is like that? Can we see that Finn is dead, or is it like one of those like, oh man,
Yeah,
Finn's looking like shit, and then like
No, that's
like,
kind of
oh,
like the first thing you notice is that, like, no, whatever they're holding is dead.
okay, I assume it's like gray, kind of like color drained from it, kind of deal. Well, he, not it. Jesus. God, I don't even. Finn, like, oh god. Okay. All right. Finn is going to
Going to what?
wander, or Finn. No, Finn will do nothing. Soot is going to wander off. Soot is going to look at Zare, try to make eye contact real quick, and then just shake their head no, and then just like walk off.
Zare will stand there.
Izzy, how you doing?
Martha is trembling and shaking with both anger and extreme, one of her babies is dead. How dare. This is not okay. And she is livid. Where did you go?
Castor's pallid, and he's just holding the body close and looking at it, and he at this point, he put his feet down on the ground and the wings disappeared and he stopped glowing, and he's not there. He's not answering, he's not responding.
I suppose I'm the only one who can answer that now. We went to go investigate necrotic stuff in the forest in the hopes that we could find evidence to clear our
The
names.
three of you.
Yes, the three of us. I'm sorry, Martha.
Whose idea was this?
We all decided together.
Castor will
It's
speak
a
up.
holy calling.
Castor will speak up. Mine.
What? Why would you ever think that was a smart thing to do?
Didn't necessarily think it was smart. It's my duty.
Your duty.
Shall we call you an angel of death now?
If you must.
You just see her take a few deep breaths, and you see her kind of clutch at her bare tooth claw necklace. Is it tooth or a claw? I don't know. We'll say tooth. Bare tooth necklace, and I can't even talk to you right now. She's going to head into the cart. Is Jason there?
Yeah, he's asleep.
Oh, thank God.
Castor is going to turn, still holding the body, and just walk towards the Temple of Demeter.
Okay.
I'm following him. I do not think he should be alone, but I'm keeping a distance.
Okay.
By the way, I'm gonna do something really sweet and cute, just so you guys know. In this sad, horrible time.
So, heading
Zereth will
to.
actually be following Callisto, or
Okay.
following them all, but on Callisto's heels is what I meant to say.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
You guys will make your way to Demeter's temple. A few people kind of look horrified at the corpse that you're bringing in. You'll end up kind of bumping into Marcia as she's on her way out from everything that's kind of going on. What's happened?
He perished at the hands of some sort of foul undead. I came for
In town?
just outside of town.
You left town?
Yes, I left town.
Okay. Do you think there's hope?
He's gone.
We'll prep a burial.
I'd also like to speak with you on some other important matters, and you'll hear his voice wavering. But from his backpack, I guess if there's any of the other priests waiting to take the corpse from him, he'll hand over the corpse, and then he will, from his backpack, retrieve the dagger in the bag and say, "Will you bury this with him? He loved it."
We can try. We might have to hand his body over to the guards for investigation.
I understand that you might have to. I would prefer you didn't, but I know that your hands are tied in this situation.
And she'll kind of wave off the other two as they take him. Oh, wait, unless you wish to do something before he leaves.
Castor will look down at the husk that was his friend and put a hand over his chest and just in a very hushed celestial, just, "I'm sorry." I was wondering if I could have a moment with Marcia.
Yeah. She'll kind of take a look to you, and once they take Finn away, she'll kind of move over and kind of speak to you privately a little bit, kind of closer to the pews, away from Zereth and away from Callisto.
I was wondering if maybe we could go some more private. This is something that has been testing my faith.
I have a confessions room just over there.
Okay. Castor will go into the confessions room.
She'll head into her side.
He died because he followed me, because I saw the undead, and I needed to stop it, because that's my duty to his faith. But I found my faith being tested. One of our other friends, the one with the magical sickness, he died, stopping the dragon from destroying the city. I was out helping the people with the bodies in the rubble. And I don't know if you've heard by now, but someone in town sprouted wings and was glowing. And that was me. And when that happened, I heard a voice. It was not of Demeter. It was a voice of a man. And he told me not to judge those who have fought beside me, to grow in love and passion, and that he could only do this one more time. And when we got back to camp, Jason was alive and well and unafflicted by the magical sickness that he had before.
So seems like you're very attached to your convictions, but to an unhealthy level.
That's how I was trained. It's all I knew growing up.
But were you trained as a group to be part of a bigger piece? Or were you trained to be a lone wolf?
I was trained alone and drilled into my head that wherever I see the undead, I must seek them out and destroy them.
Well, this isn't me being upset or trying to be rude. But what they have taught you is wrong. Sometimes you have to lean on other people. No one person is ever strong enough to take all of the darkness on alone. If you did, you'd just get lost in it.
I feel like I am lost in it. I lost a friend. I watched someone come back from the dead. I have voices speaking to me in my head. I have wings. I can fly.
You're
People look-
alive. That's something other people don't have anymore.
I was told from two different people different things. One told me, the one who's dead now, told me that from the stories he heard, someone like me only comes to exist when the balance is destroyed. Another one told me I was of some sort of divine providence, and that I can't even remember everything he said. I'm so distraught right now.
Well, I can't tell you what you are, unfortunately. But I can tell you people who might know.
Who would that be?
There's a town just a little ways from here, through Wolf Pass Forest. It's known Tansum.
That's where I was trained. That's where I grew up.
They've got some scrolls. There's a restricted section there from what I'm told as well. You might want to try there.
I might, but I might have to wait. We have much to do elsewhere. Not to mention we're under suspicion for blowing up the castle.
Where can you be found?
Oh, we're staying in a cart. I'd be just as happy to stay here. I don't care.
I
If you can't house me,
have
that's
tried a
fine.
lot. Unfortunately, I can't.
I understand.
But there is one thing I can do, and this is the only thing left I can do for you. She'll hand over the bag with the other crystals. We can't hold these. If we do, the government will use them. So we'll kind of slip it through like a little section in the grate.
Castor will hold this crystal and he will kind of roll it through his hands, looking at it, remembering what was told to him in his visions, remembering what Marcia's told him, remembering his convictions, weighing everything. And he'll put it in his pocket. He'll get up. Do you mind if I stay and pray for a while?
Church is always open.
So Castor will leave the confession booth, come out and take a seat at one of the pews, and he'll be looking down, still at the crystal. And I'll let Zereth and Callisto do what they need to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I have a short scene with Callisto?
Absolutely.
So when Castor goes into the booth, not waiting for him to go into the booth or anything, but he's just gonna move over and give her the biggest hug around the shoulders. And he's gonna say, I'm just sorry. My comment to Castor before was, I'm gonna wait with him if you want to join the others.
With respect, I can't leave him.
Okay.
This is a lot to deal with.
And he's leaning back with his hands on her shoulders, still watching her speak. And his eyes drift towards her collarbone where she has the gashes, right, that are kind of withered and sucked of life. And I can't imagine what you faced out there, but I'm glad you're both back. And is there any way to help with this wound? It doesn't. Looks about what I could expect from the dragon toe.
I wish I could give you an answer. I can honestly tell you I've unfortunately faced worse. But this one hurt just as bad as that one. But thank you for your concern. I appreciate it.
Just gonna stand apart from her and like squeeze her hand, almost like he's going to hold her hand, but then he lets go. And he'll watch Castor exit the booth and sit down and pray, and he'll take a pew at the back. And he won't say anything for better judgment.
Callisto's probably going to take a separate pew and just kind of search herself to see if she has any belongings of Finn's, which she doesn't, and then just kind of sit in silence.
Castor's going to bow his head, and he's going to attempt to pray to either the one that speaks to him in his visions, or to Demeter, to whoever's out there listening. And he's just going to say, I could bring him back, but it would cost me all of my convictions. And he might not even want to come back. He might not be willing. He told me how he felt about this. And with, his voice is wavering, and he's got some tears streaming down his cheeks. What do I do? And that's his attempt to pray.
Go ahead and give me 3D 100s. $15, $85, and 66. You'll hear kind of a distant, deeper voice. And you'll see a white feather kind of flutter in front of your face. Don't give up. Keep fighting.
It's so hard to keep fighting when this keeps happening. This was all my fault.
You'll feel something kind of flutter to your foot, kind of stick on it. There's some parchment, maybe.
All right. Look down and grab it and see what it is.
It's a flyer, kind of advertising guilds. Become one, to work to save people, to make sure that everyone can live happily.
Castor will grab that and he will fold it as gently as he can. And he will place that in one of the deepest, safest parts of his backpack, in a little pocket on the inside. He will stand up, turn around as he leaves the fuse, and he's still in one hand. In his right hand, he's clutching the resurrection crystal. And he'll look to the room where they took Finn. And then he'll look at the exit. And his eyes will shift between the two areas, but not quickly. He'll linger on one, and then linger on the other. And then he'll start walking towards the exit.
Okay. No shattering of the crystal.
By the look on his face, you can tell he's been crying, and he also looks incredibly tired and racked with guilt. But through his mind, he remembered how vehemently against resurrection Finn was, just like him, and that Finn wouldn't want to come back. And that husk of what was his friend still had a smile on its face throughout the end. And he'll do his best to take solace in that. And he will see Zereth. I'm guessing actually first he would see Callisto, because Callisto sat at a different pew and Zereth said he sat in the back.
I was going to say she probably sat out of the way. So you'd probably see Zereth first.
So yeah, he'll see Zereth and his eyes will immediately just go to the floor away from him, and he'll kind of look off to the side and see Callisto, and he'll also see, the marks across her chest from this encounter, and then he'll look back down at the ground again and just walk out the door.
I was gonna rush to stop him. Just like with Callisto, slightly different. It's a different person, different personality. It's gonna grab him by the shoulders.
Castor's gonna flinch.
You are an angel of good. And he's gonna hug him.
Castor's gonna seize up at the hug for a second, and then he's gonna release his arms. They're gonna go slack, and he's just gonna rest his head on Zereth's shoulder. And Zereth will probably feel the tears streaming down his shoulder.
And they're gonna stand like that as long as they need to.
Hi, everybody. You guys know me. I am Corey. I am the Diggity Dungeon Disaster DJ. I'm here at mid-roll to say thank you guys for sticking around. this is a rough episode. Having somebody die is never easy. We've been pretty lucky so far, but well, it happens. I wanted to shout out to Sirenscape for letting us use the music and background music, sound effects, magic, spells, and all that in our recordings. To be able to do that really kind of sets us out a fair bit from other people. If you're curious about how you can do that for your games, even though you might not be recording, check out Sirenscape. They have loads and loads of sounds and all different types of things that you can just kind of add to make it really sound fantastic. I pretty much swear by them at every single one of my games, and it's fantastic. If you want to see the kind of actual packs that we use, they're kind of down below. You can kind of just click on that link that we have there of Sirenscape, and it'll give you pretty much a look at every single sound pack that we use. So there's that. I want to thank Kobold Press for Tomes of Beasts and the Creature Codex. We're going to be getting into using them a little bit more. Tonight was one of them. That lovely Shadow-esque creature is kind of one in between the two books that, wow, it was kind of interesting to be able to use. A little devastating, but pretty decent challenge. I also want to apologize. I know the episodes have not been coming out incredibly on schedule. We've had a wedding. Congratulations, Chris. And your wedding was amazing. Thank you for inviting me. We've also had a couple of health things. I have been feeling under the weather, as well as my wife, who is pregnant. We are expecting, so we've had other things to do, like doctor's visits and such like that. But thankfully, I've had people who have stepped up and want to kind of help make sure these episodes get out on a weekly basis. So I've got somebody now really helping me out with editing. Really excited to see where this goes. Really excited to continue, as I'm sure all of our voice actors are. And I want to thank you guys for being here with me and doing this with me. If you guys are listening, you guys are really the backbone of this podcast. So you guys work hard, and thank you. Anyway, that's enough for me in mid-roll. I will see you guys at the end of the episodes for more shout-outs. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help us out if you can, like and subscribe. That kind of puts us on the main pages for other people to see our podcast, and for other people to really join in our adventure. It also helps if we would be able to finally put out episodes weekly, which I am going to start really busting my butt to do, and kind of really getting on myself to make sure that these episodes come out on a weekly basis. Being ADHD and dealing with a lot of that stuff also doesn't help, and it's all just compounding. But I really want to do better, and I hope you guys stick around. And I will see you guys at the end of the episode.
Oh, I actually think, I guess so it would be near the cart, but they would have walked a decent ways away, or into an alley for privacy.
Zip can go first. Do his moping.
Oh God, I already did my thing while y'all were all being dramatic. So did their flourish. I guess since I'm getting screen time anyway, Soot went into the alley and just kind of knelt in an alley and took their gloves off and covered their arms in mud from the floor or from the ground, and is just kind of on their knees trying to be majestic and just prayed for a merciful judgment from Harvestrum. Nothing bring him back or anything, just and is then gonna proceed to, I don't know how to describe this without it being very dumb, an angry version of the Bet on It dance from High School Musical 2.
Never seen it.
Oh, y'all should. It's a classic film.
What? They-
But
For an Oscar, typical film.
Soot's gonna do the, like, just very dramatically just kind of like run and then like walk randomly and just kind of like grunt and do the very bad way to get out aggression, which is just like start wailing on like walls and stuff like that.
My God.
So yeah, so you gotta have one in the party, and it's Soot. Oh baby, Soot's real name is Kyle. Take that, Kyle listener. But no, Soot's just trying to like work out aggression, and like the whole time you can kind of hear them say like, "You're supposed to be there," like just like random like things, just absolutely not having a great time.
I'll give you a better yet. There are broken barrels in this alleyway.
Oh, cool. So it's just gonna kick it. What is?
You can break
what is
them up
the,
as much as you want.
What is
They're
the
already
weather? What is the weather out? Because it would be
very
delightful if it was
cloudy.
Okay.
We still got a little bit more amber sky as that sun's rising even more, almost looking like near daylight, early morning rise. We're talking about like 5, 6 a.m.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just gonna. Oh God! So it's already indulged in a vice. What are you gonna do? Get double drunk? Okay. So it will, yeah, just work out some aggression on the barrels and then like literally lay in the dirt and just kind of look up in the sky and wait for the party to come back.
You're really kind of loud, you know that.
Hold on. This is the voice, right? Not the show, but a voice that I recognize.
No, you do not know this one. This is gravelly. This comes from a deep, centered core.
It sounded like
cool.
Zalem, and I was about to be like, bro, if Zalem comes to me right now, we're gonna have another death member. Like,
it's close, but this one sounds like there's kind of some bones rattling in behind it.
Okay. I've been told I'm loud. I never learned to handle things correctly. I'm sorry if I disturbed you.
Oh. Well, you did pray to me, so...
Oh.
You're rather loud. It woke me.
The prayer was loud? I guess. True. I apologize. I didn't mean to... Soot is, like, literally... let me say the correct word. Prostrate. Not slip the other one in. Like, on the ground. Like, head on the ground. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to disturb.
Why are you so loud?
Am I loud now?
Yes. And hear the incessantness in your brain. It's havoc in there.
Yes, I agree on that. I can't. If I knew how to stop that, I think I would have done that many years ago.
Well, your friend is dead.
I know.
You looked for me for judgment.
To judge him, yes, as mercifully as you could.
We'll see when I can find him.
Find him?
He didn't come through the stream.
I apologize. My knowledge of things is a bit lackluster. Do they come immediately, or does it take a minute for souls to find their way to you?
Usually instant, you know. But nah. Look, I am really just here because you interested me, and I really have a lovely date with my wife. Now, you can tell people that you saw me, but they'll just think you're insane, and honestly, you really could be, so let's just seed that one in there for me. You've also been drinking, so I want you to remember just one thing from this. You guys are being followed. And then he's going to be gone.
Okay. Soot is going to kind of look around. I'm sure feeling much more sober now, given the circumstances. Kind of brush themselves off, but not their arms. Like they're going to leave their arms caked in mud. And then just kind of straighten up and walk back out to the cart to go sit down, basically as if nothing happened. As if nothing weird happened.
So, Martha, how you doing? What you doing?
Not good. How asleep is Jason? Conked out like a light absolute log, or?
You might be able to wake him, maybe.
She seems really torn, but at the very same time, she's feeling really shitty. Yeah, he's going to be woken up by a big hug.
Oh, hello. Oh.
Don't you ever die on me, okay?
Well, I wasn't planning on it, but I wasn't going to let it kill other people.
Oh, God. It seems... I don't even know. Just... She sort of pets his head. God, your hair's so damn greasy.
Yeah, it was baked in dragon oil.
I just need someone to talk to. I'm sorry I woke you up, sweetheart.
It's okay. What's happened? Is there a leak in the roof? Castor being an asshole again?
Honey, Finn died.
What? No. Finn?
Mm.
Oh.
I'll explain the whole of it to you later. I honestly don't know the whole of it myself, but...
What happened?
I don't know fully.
Well... I wish there was something I could do.
How about we just sit here? Oh, I know. Jason, how would you like to read some of Matthew's old poems?
Who?
Matthew.
Who's that?
Jason. He's
Yeah.
the entire reason you joined the party. You're looking for him.
I was?
Oh, God. Okay, let me start from the beginning. You did go through quite a conkin in the noggin the other day, so... She seems to hesitate. Matthew is my husband.
Congratulations.
Would you like to see a picture of him?
Sure.
And she'll pull up the portrait.
Oh, he looks cool.
He is cool. Jason, what's the last thing you remember?
I was leaving the forest, and I bumped into you in the cake shop, and then we walked out the door.
You had a mighty nasty concussion, dear. And she's going to look at the big-ass bear carving, and just really quick 5-second prayer. Can I tell him anything? Hey, Mother Bear, I know you hate me, but I don't want to accidentally vanish my son again.
Go ahead and give me a 3D100s.
Always with the D100s.
You'll see the room grow with vines. It's not. It feels as though there is something kind of coming from Jason as he's trying to remember. It seems wild. So the vines will kind of grow, kind of quickening as you see kind of like this. His demeanor kind of breaks. You see a little bit of Matthew. He starts twicking a little bit as his head kind of like shakes a little bit back and forth. His eyes kind of like racing.
Oh dear. Head and lap. Pet, pet, pet. Shh. Shushes.
Now you did good rolls, but for the most part, the only thing I can say that's going to come from this is there's a feeling of safety in your cart.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. If he vanishes and gets Thanos snapped again, I am going to be angry. Not at you, but at the situation. But also slightly at you.
Okay.
Well, might as well go out with it. This is your father. Points to Matthew. Taps it. Picture.
I don't have a dad.
Everyone has a mother and a father, dear, unless you were shaped out of clay.
I was raised by a bear.
I still don't understand that, but okay.
Bear had antlers.
I know. I figure this much. Did she ever tell you about where you came from?
Something that brought me from the future.
Future.
That's it.
All right.
But that, and I do leave. I must seek someone out.
Matthew. She taps the picture.
No, I think it was Bradley.
Bradley.
No, you're right. That's stupid.
Have a headache, hon.
Yeah, I mean, considering Finn's dead and everything.
I'm sorry. I'm probably putting a lot on you.
No, it's fine. I feel closer to him than I remember much of him. Most of the time, it was just. I feel like we did a lot of walking. I don't think me and him really got to speak much. That's sad.
There are some people you get the chance to talk to, and other times it just never seems to be. I certainly know. I used to be in such huge caravans. We'd know everyone a bit, but sometimes when they died, it was like you almost felt bad for not feeling much. That's not this time, of course. I cared about the boy very much, but I understand.
What day is it?
It's Botorm the 14th.
But I left earlier than that.
Well, yes.
Why don't I remember?
You had a bit of an accident. You were protecting
Oh,
us
no.
from something
Do I
very
still-
big.
Oh, God, yeah, that's right. I still have my legs. I'm good.
You just you got really hurt while you were protecting us, and it gave your noggin a great big bonk, you know? And had your brain shaking in there like a maraca.
Ouch.
Yeah, I was very worried for you, but you seem to be on the mend now.
Oh, good.
Now, if only I could get your bear mother to speak with me, I sure would like her guidance. Although I'm
You
starting
can find
to
her in the
suggest.
grove.
Oh, sorry. What?
You can find her in the grove.
The Grove.
Yeah. Every forest has a grove. Wolf Pass Forest has a grove.
I mean, I remember there was Mordebjorn's Grove back in Mordebjorn. God, we sucked at names. Everything was the same. Anyways, I don't think I was never taught that she was anywhere other than Mordebjorn, but then again, it was ran by a very manipulative bitch, and I'm blabbing. I'm sorry. I'm just. I'm slightly drunk and upset, and oh god,
Am I stable?
yes. Whoopsie daisy.
Okay.
Sir Isaac.
That's me.
Strange seeing you here, but is there anything we can do to help?
Well, I heard someone's dead.
Indeed.
Who died?
The one that you put the bandage on. Lynn.
Well, that sucks.
They've slipped out.
It's part of your dragon toe.
But not quite.
You know, boy, anybody ever tell you look like shit right now?
I could probably figure as much.
Let me talk to the priestess. Go to the inn. Get a shower. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Castor will turn and look to Callisto and motion her over with his head.
She slowly gets up. You guys probably noticed at this point she is eyeing the captain very carefully and keeping her staff very carefully behind her back, just as a precaution.
Castor will notice this, and this is not normal Callisto behavior. So he'll kind of step closer to her and try to. She sees the glaring daggers towards the man in the red. So he'll try to step towards her and interpose himself between the two. And then to her and Zereth, we should go to the inn.
Well, Captain, thank you for keeping an eye on us. And we bid you adieu. And we've lost a dear friend. So I don't think we'll have any hesitancy taking you up on your advice and getting some good rest at the nearest inn.
Don't leave town.
Never.
You can go.
Castor will wait for both Callisto and Zereth to leave so that he is still interposing himself between Man in Red and two party members, and then he will walk out towards the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Zer will kind of swagger out and like stop at the entrance of the church once he's past Sir Isaac, so that he like kind of regroups his party members, and he gives the captain a look of, it's not a threatening look unless he wants it to be a threatening look, but it's kind of like, these guys are mine. I'm going to take care of them.
He's going to give you a look like, I ain't trying to take him. Get going.
And then he's going to like shield both Castor and Callisto as they go out. Alex, were you trying to say something?
No, I'm just
Oh,
having facial reactions. Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
I was just wondering if you forgot to press your button.
No, thank you.
So he'll exchange this look at you, give you that phrase. I ain't trying to. He'll ruffle the back of his coat before he makes his way in, a little dramatic like. And you guys will head back to the inn?
Yeah,
Question mark?
where Castor's going. He needs to sleep. Badly.
Following.
The inn is which one? Which one are you headed to?
Can you list the names again?
Jungle's Vine and Ale's Horizon.
Google's Vine, please.
I thought Ale's Horizon was the one we went to.
No, that was the one that they went to drink at that we didn't really know.
So we're starting 2 tabs at 2 separate bars, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
The captain of the guard.
Are you sure you want to sleep? The last time you did, you grew wings and had visions.
Don't
You're
talk.
dead.
Don't you say his name.
So the Jungle Vine is kind of interesting. Looks like an old stump in the middle of town. It's got kind of moss growing on it. And as you walk in, it's kind of thick forest vibe. You've got mist rolling on the floor. You can definitely tell this is more of like kind of like a food place than it is an actual inn. So it's set up more like a restaurant. Their bar is not very large, but there is a bar, and they seem rather small on rooms. So they're going to max out with 4 rooms currently. 3 of them are in use. You can see that by a little kind of like room chart on the back with keys. Person will kind of turn around, older man, gentleman, kind of like a goatee, kind of whitening, with a salty gray kind of look to his face and his hair, a little bit long, pulled back into a very jagged ponytail. Yes.
Here for a room.
We have one left.
Put it on the captain of the guards tab.
I see. Well, he'll head over and grab the key, bring it over to you. Don't break anything.
Of course not.
Thank you.
Out of character, Castor's a good guy, but in character, Castor's a good guy. Out of character, you made me want to make Castor break something just because of that comment. But he won't.
Oh, I'm going to.
Callisto might, but Castor's not gonna. He is going to head to the room with the key, unlock it, unfurl his bedroll on the ground, put up a block of incense, and light it. And this night he won't take out his prayer book and start reading. He's just gonna, I guess, pray to himself. He's just gonna pray in his own mind. He's not gonna use the book right now.
Okay.
He'll use his his necklace, his necklace with his holy symbol on it, his black pearl necklace. He'll use it similar to like a rosary, and he'll like, move the beads between his hands as he finishes each little prayer that he does.
Zereth will actually depart. Rather than going to a new inn, he's going to go back to the cart, looking for Soot and Martha.
I don't think you'll find Soot, but you will hear Martha and Jason inside the cart.
He'll knock.
Oh,
Martha?
Oh, hello.
Martha, first of all, are you okay in there? Relatively.
I've been better. I think we all have, but I'm doing all right.
All right.
Jason will wave in the background.
Yeah, she'll open it so he can climb in. It's a bit of a tight squeeze if he does.
No, that's okay. I'm going to go look for our other captain. But, you two keep your heads.
I sure am trying, hon. I sure am trying. By the way, Jason, can you read?
Yeah.
Wait. You lived in Motorbjorn and you can read.
Yes, she taught me.
Wait.
I can speak Elven, Dwarvish, Common.
Draconic.
Yeah, so we'll pop that in.
I can use a sling.
You know Dwarvish?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. I only know, I know Dwarvish, Common.
Yeah. I was a half-elf.
Yeah. We really need to talk about Mortibjorn again sometime. The village or the goddess, either.
I think I'll leave you two alone. Make sure that boy's well fed.
Oh, don't worry. By the time I'm done with him, he'll look like a baby seal. Just a nice orb.
Zer will go off to try to find Soot.
As you leave the cart, you won't hear this, but he'll be just, thanks, nice for meeting you.
Oh dear.
He doesn't remember anything right. That's why he said Castor was a dick. Of course.
Well, you guys were kind of rude to him when you first met.
All of us, none of us trusted him. Not at all.
Exactly. Hey,
Castor also didn't rat him out to Martha, but he probably doesn't know that.
Probably doesn't remember it.
Yeah, that's true.
Castor may be a zealot, but he's not a snitch.
Yeah. Snitches get stitches.
I should probably say before we move on to Zer and Soot, Callisto literally just, for the first time that you've ever seen, Castor, she did not do her nightly ritual. She just fell on the bed and went to bed.
She fell on the bed?
Yes.
Oh,
she
boy.
never sleeps on the bed.
Oh, boy. She didn't break anything, right?
She has chosen not to break anything until she is done napping.
Because Castor's just going to mend it after she leaves.
Okay, after Jason passes out, she'll tuck him in, give him a smooch on the forehead. Good night, and look for everyone else. We're all getting drunk, right?
No.
Oh.
So it looks like Castor, Callisto are asleep. Zereth seems to be heading towards the bar. I believe. Going to an inn, right? Someplace to drink.
The ales something. the other inn that we were at before, thinking maybe Soot might be hanging around there.
Okay.
Martha will rejoin
Hell's
him.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Hell's Horizon.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
So Jace, after this interaction, what would Soot do?
I basically, Soda's going to take a page out of my book, my moping book, and Soda's going to continue to lay on the ground and just stare up into the sky and kind of think on things and how they want to handle things. Possibly, is there a piece of wood around me? Because I know you said there were barrels that is about 3 inches by 3 inches? Like a 3-inch square piece?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Soot is, after a while of laying on the ground, is going to sit up, lean against the wall, and start whittling the 3x3 piece of wood. And still kind of like sit there and mutter under their breath random things. But I can roll a check of some sort, because I have a very specific thing I'd like to whittle, if you are willing to let me.
Sure.
I'd like to whittle a skull, and then take the gem out of my ring and jam it into one of the eyes of the skull.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me just like a straight dex.
Straight dex, copy.
It's an
Oh, a
8.
beautiful one.
I mean, it's a little oblonged. Maybe a few nicks in the skull. But rudimentary skull.
That's all I need. And Soot'll just kind of sit there and almost like worry at it. You know what I'm talking about? Like use it almost as like a calming focus, and we'll sit there. Can I see the sunrise from my alley? Okay.
At this point, yeah, it's kind of like the sun is finally kind of really cresting the land is in light.
Yeah. So we'll watch that and think on basically their whole life.
So, in the end, I'd say Zereth probably wouldn't find anyone there currently. Or no, Martha would be trailing after you. So you'd probably walk in, wouldn't see anybody. A couple short paces later, you'll hear Martha come in behind you.
You doing okay, hon?
I think so. I don't think I'm supposed to, though.
I get it.
That makes one of us.
Grief
But,
is a funny thing. You never really know how you're going to react or when it's going to hit you. Could be now, could be months from now.
I have to go. Zereth wants to do a couple of things in sequence.
Okay.
He wants to go back to the temple.
Okay.
And he'd like to speak to Marcia about releasing Finn's belongings. One thing in particular.
Okay.
His lyre.
Okay.
All he needs is the strings. And he'd like to unstring each of the gut strings. And he's going to say, these are going to decompose in the ground anyway.
Marshall will relinquish everything. You guys were part of the same guild.
He's going to take the strings and he's going to go to his mother's.
Okay. Right now,
it'll be early.
yeah, she'll. Well, there'll be a butler. First off, yes, sir.
I'm here to see my mother, Eris Bordova.
Sure. I think she's
Thank you kindly.
upstairs.
Thank you kindly. And he'll go passing that stage that Finn first played on
Okay.
a few nights ago, and eyeing all the instruments that are pinned along the wall. He's going to grab one of the lyres, and just on the stage, he's going to restring one of the lyres with Finn's strings.
Okay.
And then he'll plug a note. Won't hear anything, but he'll know that Finn's magic once graced those strings. And then he's going to hang it back up on the wall so that it may be used again. And he's going to go up to see his mum.
Okay.
Mother?
Yes. Oh.
Do you have another child that I don't know about?
No, just tired. Very early.
I understand. I'm so sorry that it's... I'm so
Do
sorry.
guilds require you to not sleep?
Sometimes. We lost a friend today.
Oh.
I don't know who else to turn to. My best friend is kind of missing. Can't really talk to any of my other companions.
My husband's missing as well. I think we have that in common.
And I remember the necklace. Is she wearing that necklace?
Yes.
I'm going to rub my collar like this, and I'm going to say, yes, it is. It's kind of like a trap, always having to worry about the ones you love.
Indeed. She'll kind of tap it with a finger.
I owe you a song.
Oh, maybe on the next party.
Maybe. Can I do an insight check to see if there's anything extra strange up?
Sure.
Like with that, particularly with that, maybe at the next party. Like that seems maybe like tell me something, or that, I don't know. That struck me odd, so I'm going to insight that. I'm going to blow my inspiration. Oh wait, that just adds +3, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
re-roll. Okay, I won't blow
So
my
that would make that a 9.
Nah, I'll keep my inspiration.
Okay.
I'll just keep the 6.
So, I mean, it's hard to tell, really. Could be taken as it was heard. A little strange, a little odd, maybe. But you can take it as you wish on that one.
I'm going to have to take it as something's up, because she said the next time we see each other, she wanted to hear me play. But I could be wrong, but that's how Sarah's going to take it. And he's going to say, maybe at the next party. And then he's going to leave.
There is always a room and a place to say food. We do have a few places open for you and your friends if you need it.
Thank you. We expect to actually be on the road quite a bit over the next few days.
Oh.
I don't know when we might be coming back to Ortosum.
Oh, you're leaving. Oh. Okay.
I could come by perhaps one more time.
Well, if it would be nice to see you again when you're ready. Maybe I will found an item for my husband.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
And for that mutt, maybe I will found an item for my husband. His collection, and she'll tap the necklace.
Yes. Yes. I'll keep an eye out. And then I will turn around and leave.
Roll me a 1d100 for me.
Okay.
$21. Okay. So she's going to... I think she's just going to take the pain on this one. She's going to have a bit of a tear. And she'll say, I love you, be safe. And then you'll hear like a really nasty kind of sear from the necklace.
I will too, Mother. And he'll leave with a very furrowed brow. He'll see himself out.
All right. All right. May I pass us to the next day?
Yeah.
I feel like we all
Absolutely.
need at least a firm rest at this point.
The ghost says yes.
Okay. So after a full rest, I'd say you guys would probably wake up at around 3 p.m. the next day, if you wish to take a full rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Martha drank enough that would put me out in real life for like a day and a half, so it makes sense.
Okay. Sorry to point you out, Finn. So everybody who is alive, go ahead and give yourself a full rest. Regain your spells, hit points.
Do we level up for emotional trauma?
Not yet.
Oh.
If I may be edgy real quick, and I'm already taking penalties in my notes. Soot is not sleeping. Soot is not going to sleep.
All
I
right. Go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
okay.
I'm doing the same.
Okay.
Zereth is wandering around, jogging around the city.
Ooh, a low
Ooh.
save. Maybe Soot is sleeping.
Ooh. Constitution of 13. So Chris, Zereth, you're not going to feel any heavy effects, but you are sluggish, not be as quick. Just kind of the effects of staying up and kind of pushing through it. Now, I would say for Soot, you're going to be taking a point of exhaustion. With
Noted.
that 5. So it's really affecting you today. Now, there's one last thing I would like to get to tonight. As this is when all of you were either sleeping or contemplating life while staring up at the sky in the middle of an alley, or going to a bar and drinking. We're going to kind of surround ourselves in what feels like this warm blue light. And there'll be a presence to us in front of us. And when we look down for a moment, it feels as though we're here for a second. And then, Finn, you're going to wake up to this blue area here. And that presence And you hear that song that you heard in the forest.
Do I hear which way it's coming from, or
Straight in front of you.
if I were to look behind me, would I see anything?
More blue void.
And in front of me?
A bit more of a blue void, but there's a figure off in the haze.
He would walk towards the figure.
You'll hear a little bit more humming, and as you can take those steps, getting closer, there's going to be a visage, and there is a rather large table with all types of food and drinks. This really soft cushioned chairs and benches. And there'll be a girl sitting at this table humming that song. Now, she's not going to be anybody you recognize, but she'll have dark hair, and she'll look different in a way. First thing that you'll notice is that her eyes are an evanescent blue. Hi, Finn.
Yes, that is me. Who are you?
I don't know yet. Haven't been found.
Haven't been found.
Well, yeah, I see. There's a lot to fill you in on. I'm the crystal. And I am kind of here to help you pass on to the next life in a different way. You see, you've got to do something first. And they're going to need your help.
What do you mean?
Well, for now, just sit down and enjoy the food. And when your friends need you, I'll let you know.
I can't go to them now? What do you mean they need my help? I mean, what can I do? I died.
Well, maybe not now, but something's going to happen. Would you rather be there just before you pass on? Or would you just like to leave them? I'll let you go.
What do I need to do to be there?
Sit down and enjoy this lovely food. Eat as much as you like. And we'll work together. Eventually. They'll need us.
He will take a seat down, grab like the nearest thing, and just take a small bite. And kind of just keep looking around. Confused and just as they'll be like, where are we?
We're in the crystal.
How did I get here?
You died, and I brought you here.
Why me?
Well, you were with Castor. So, you're part of his friends. And his friends are my friends. And we're supposed to do some things.
Like, what? Like, what's, I mean, yeah, he glows and has wings, but what's special about him? What is
Well,
this?
it's not just him. It's everyone. It was you. You were one of them.
Me? I was just a...
You were a
Leaf-
chosen. You were a crystal chosen. But I can't stop death. So once you're chosen and you die, you come here. When the deed is done, you pass on. But until then, you can be with me during the fights. You can't speak to them again. I can't even let them know that you're here.
I mean, is there anything I can do to help them?
Yes. When the time comes.
When will that be?
Could be a while. Would you like to have made a difference?
More than anything, like I just more than that, I just want to know that they're okay. Did they escape? Are they okay? Are they
Yeah, no. They're fine. I feel there's like, I mean, if they weren't, they'd be here with you. But yeah, no, they're good. I mean, a little bruised. A little kind of lost.
can I not even send a message to them? Like just
That would be breaking the rules of death, and I'm not allowed to break those rules. Only allowed to retrieve.
Two more levels, and I'm allowed to break those rules.
what if? Because I know they have that resurrection crystal. What if they use that?
Then you could go back.
Well, I hope they don't use that.
Oh. Okay. Well, then you're here with me.
I just wish I could like at least send something. I know Castor's probably beating himself about it, thinking it's his fault.
Well, maybe you can tell that to him at some point. There might be a chance. I can't promise anything. But you will be needed.
Well then, I guess I will wait here until I can help them again.
That's okay. I've got board games.
Well, maybe you could tell me about that song that you sing.
Yeah, we can play karaoke.
I would really like that. Can you tell me why we were chosen?
Oh, well, we're all part of a distortion.
Just what?
Okay, follow me. The universe has been fractured.
Okay, makes sense with what I've read, with
Okay.
Castor being who
Think
he
of
is.
us right here, and she's going to hold her hands in like a globe. Think of us as this water skin, but the edges aren't sealed properly anymore, and the stitching is coming off. And now something black is leaking in. Something gross and slimy and bubbly and angry. It will eventually eat the world.
Does it have to do anything with that dragon that attacked?
No. But it does have to do with that guy in the prison.
Solemn?
Yep, that's the one.
Ah, this is so frustrating. I could tell them these things.
I can't give life.
No, I know. I'm not frustrated at you. I'm frustrated at the situation. To be fair, glad for the company. I really didn't know what would happen after, you know. So it's nice to know I'm not alone in this crystal, I guess.
Apart from them, is there one other person you would like to send a message to in a more vague, the wind, maybe? Something really easy?
I'd
Because that's all I got.
like to send a message to my brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. What shall we do?
I would guess maybe a dream or something. I
Our
just
dreams.
I just wish to let him know.
Shit. I didn't learn this one.
I mean, whatever's easier for you, you know.
No. It's okay. I am the crystal. I'm not dysfunctional. I can do this. Okay. A dream. This might take a few days. Dream.
That's fine.
And you'll see her kind of almost frantically like panic a bit. Like this is stressful for her. And you'll see a bookshelf kind of appear, and she'll start kind of pulling books off, checking the kind of like the binding and the name, and then she'll toss it, and then she'll start flipping. Okay. All right. Dream sequence. You have to eat a frog, and she'll close the book.
I guess, is there a frog on the table?
There will be appearing one. Yeah.
I will grab the frog, look at her, look at the frog, and eat.
Okay. Now you just have to eat 13 more ingredients.
Oh, Lord.
Pan away from this for a moment.
Yeah.
And then sometime in the near future, why don't you tell us about this dream to your brother? And say goodbye as Finn.
Yeah, do you want me to do like tell what like they would see as a dream from me, and then what I'd say to my brother?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they would. I don't know how well they would see, but they'd probably just hear like one of the songs I play in a dream, like one of my happy songs, and they'd hear me say, "I can't say much, and I don't know how, but when the time comes, I'll be there for you." I wanted to travel this world and make people smile. And I hope you all are doing that as well, smiling. While while I have passed, know that my song will always be with y'all. And one little last thing to Castor is, it wasn't your fault. I made the decision. I went with you. You now and always will be a friend. Never forget that, and try to smile more. And to my younger brother, you'll get a message of me telling how proud I am of him, and that he should always follow his dream, become a soldier. And never forget to smile more.
You'll feel the magic. Now we can play Yahtzee.
What's Yahtzee?
It's this weird board game. I found it. Come on. And we will pan away. So you guys run off to find this thing in a blue void. In a place that is neither here nor there, but almost as if it was its own place. And I think that is a good place, not only to end the scene, but to end it for the night.
Huzzah!
Oh,
Wonderful work,
clap for
everybody.
Corey.
I'm going to go to bed. I have
I-
cried a
I-
lot, and I have.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming back to episode 11, and thank you for being here. I just want to say a couple of shout-outs, a couple of thank yous, and then I'll let you go for the evening. I want to thank Kobold Press for the Tomes of Beasts and the Creature Codex. We really absolutely love these books. I got mine as a special thank you and a wedding present with lots of signatures from the makers. They're really an amazing read, and if you haven't checked them out, please do. Another thing I'd like to do is thank Sirenscape for letting us use their music and special effects in the background of the podcast. We emailed them way, way back in season 1 and asked them if we were able to do that. And they were just like, yeah, cool, go ahead. Make sure that you give sufficient kind of credit to those who do it, because we don't make the sounds or anything like that. But they do a wonderful job of making such a eclectic library of different sounds for different games for practically everything. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. There's a link below. You can even, with our link below, check out all the sounds that we use in our podcast, Sirenscape.com, for some amazing things. I want to thank the players for being here and for doing everything that they do on a weekly basis to be able to bring such an amazing game and an amazing time to everyone. I want to thank you guys for coming back every week and listening to us, because even though we would have just as much fun sitting around playing a game together and not needing to do all the extra work of editing, which has been really rough lately, it's still a fun game. And to have people who sit around and want to hear the story and follow the adventure just makes it that much more sweet. So thank you guys for being here. That's pretty much it for me. It sounded like a broken record. It sounded like a broken record on most of these. So thank you for being here, and remember, keep your opportunities open.